आइए हमारे आज के इस कार्यक्रम में हम आपकी मुलाकात द एनिग्मेटिक पूजा भट्ट के साथ करवाना चाहते हैं। आइए कार्यक्रम में उनका स्वागत करें। हमारे प्रोग्राम में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
थैंक यू।
आप कितनी भाषाएं बोल लेती हैं, उस हिसाब से मैं आपके साथ बातचीत करूँ।
Well, I speak Spanish too. Do you want to conduct this interview in Spanish?
No, señorita.
I think English will be fine. Yes.
तो अंग्रेजी में बात करें।
जी।
थोड़ी बहुत टूटी फूटी हिंदी मेरी और कुछ आपकी अच्छी सी।
जी।
उन दोनों बात हो सकती है। आपकी फिल्म डैडी यहाँ पे जब देखी गई तो उसमें एक उभरती कलाकारा को देखकर बड़ी खुशी हुई कि इस छोटी सी उम्र में आप इतनी ज़हीनता से एक किसी रोल को कर सकती हैं। उस फिल्म को करते हुए आपको किस तरह से महसूस हुआ?
महसूस हुआ ही नहीं. It just happened so fast, the entire thing. I mean, one just went through it and just did what was supposed to be done. I didn't really think much about what I was doing. You know, there's a bunch of people who do things, and there's a bunch of people who think about doing it. I just do it.
Was it basically because it was a film made by your father?
Well, yeah, that's the reason I accepted it. I was never interested in becoming an actress. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to go to the moon. I guess that was a bad idea because all the satellites land up in the sea. So I was 15, I was modeling, and he said, do you want to act? And I said, no, I'm not interested. So he said, try it. So I tried it and I liked it and I'm stuck. It wasn't as profound as I was being groomed to be a star all my life or something, you know.
But something that you've been in that sort of an atmosphere.
Well, I've grown up in that atmosphere, but I never wanted to be an actress. Somehow I never considered it. It just happened.
What about Dil Hai Ke Manta Nahi? Now that was a great commercial success.
Yeah.
The storyline was light-hearted. The acting was very
It was a good film.
Yeah.
It was. I think today when I look back, I think that was one of my best films in terms of working on it, and in terms of the kind of film that it was. I can watch it again and again and again. It was a great film to shoot. Amir was a pleasure to work with. I think he's one of the finest actors we have in the country today, and the entire experience was great. It was something that I look back at very fondly.
You have acted with quite a few actors, big actors in India, haven't you? No? Who would you like to act then with?
Well, if I had my way, I just want to work with Nasir and Paresh and people like that again and again and again, because working with them I learned so much. And so just being on the same set as Nasir was an experience, you know. He's like an institution. You can learn so much from him. Every second you're watching him and learning more. Even Paresh Rawal, who I think is excellent.
You're talking about the film Sir.
I'm talking about the film Sir.
How is it being accepted in India?
It's done very well in India. Very well. Contrary to what people thought it would do, it's done very well.
People thought it was a copy of one of the English films. Was it?
Well, I'm sure they've seen it. It's not.
It is not.
No, they thought it was To Serve with Love, but it's not. It's different.
I asked you earlier when I was talking to you, all you young film stars speak fluent English. Why not make a film in English?
We can't make a film in English and expect to run in Bombay, because you have majority of the people who will come in to watch your films who speak Hindi, and they want you to speak in Hindi. And I'd rather do a film which the entire population of India is going to watch than do a film which maybe 10 people are going to watch in some festival somewhere, and I'm going to get an award which is going to rot on my shelf for the rest of my life, you know. I think commercial success is much, much, much more important.
Because it brings money?
Money is extremely important. Extremely important. Anybody who says that it isn't is either really stupid or is lying.
Lying.
Yeah.
Probably they're not stupid, but I'm sure they're lying.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt, you know, to have a couple of million in the bank. I'm sure you'd agree with me.
So how many millions do you have in your bank?
Well, that is nobody's business.
Is it a comfortable amount?
Yeah, it's comfortable. I manage. I mean, we're deprived and all, but we manage. The begging bowl comes out once in a way. Poor Indians and things. It's okay.
I don't think India is as poor as it is depicted.
I don't think so either.
Why isn't that message being conveyed?
I have no idea. I mean, I think it's the filmmakers abroad who kind of have this kind of very warped version of India, where you have people with kind of pock marks on their face and really kind of undernourished, and you have lepers and slums. They think that's all India has to offer. We're not making films like that, so I don't think we're answerable to that.
Do you think people who make films like that are, as you mentioned just now, are just making it for the film festivals so that they could get an award?
Well, I have no idea, but I don't think this halo about doing a film and say, well, we'd send it for the festivals is, excuse my language, bullshit. Because all those people who are doing these so-called art films would give their left arm and leg to have a commercial success today, each and every one of them.
You do realize that word will have to be beeped out of the interview.
Well, the beep makes it more exciting, doesn't it?
People are going to wonder what you said just now. The films that the art film directors make, as you said, probably do depict a little part of India that is there.
No, I'm sure it does, but the point is that I don't like the superior attitude that these people have. They feel like, oh, well, we're doing an art film, and we are serious filmmakers, and they look down on the commercial industry, and they go like, oh my God, you guys do such stupid things. But every one of them would give anything to be where we are today. You know, all of them are dying to make a commercial film today, because that is where it is, you know, eventually. I mean, no one's going to remember a Dahisar tomorrow. People are going to remember a Sholay. It's simple, and I'd rather be there. I'd rather have each and every person in the country watch my film and clap when I'm there on stage than have 10 people sitting in a festival somewhere who think that they know it all.
So do you think you make films to give a message to the community?
I make films because I like acting, because I want my films to be watched by everybody in the world.
Okay, so what should the films
and
have?
They should be entertaining. People go in there for 3 hours and they spend 12 rupees or 14 rupees.
Is that what the ticket is now?
In Bombay, yes. And they should be entertained, and we owe it to them to be entertained.
So entertainment is a little bit of song, a little bit of dance, a little bit of romance, a little bit of crying.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So you have to do all of that.
Well, you try and do all of it.
But you can't excel in one.
I can't excel in one part, but I don't understand.
So you can't excel in one, so you have to be good at all of them. I mean,
you have to excel in all of them together. In one film in 3 hours. Somehow it clicks. But the point is, nobody knows what works, you know. And nobody's honest enough to admit that we don't know. I mean, one film, which is a love story, is a big hit. Everybody makes love story for the next 5 years.
Yes.
One film, which is an action film, is a big hit. Everybody makes action films. The bottom line is, nobody knows what works. Nobody.
Which is your forthcoming film that you are so
I
excited
have
about?
a film called Janam, which is being directed by one of my best friends called Vikram Bhatt. And I am doing a film called Tadipar with my father. And that is ready for completion. And there are another 500 or 600 production, which will take a while.
And how long do you expect to be in the film industry?
Well, hopefully another 5 years.
And then?
Then I shall travel and have babies and do normal
How
things.
many?
What, 6, if I'm lucky.
At least.
Yeah.
A minimum of 6.
Yeah.
You look
Got to
after-
corrupt the world, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they weren't little Pooja Bhatts roaming around all over the place, what is the fun?
The world will perish.
Exactly. What would they do? So is there a young man now in your life? I know there was one in your life, or who
Is
who
there?
you
I don't know. I
wish
have really short memory.
is- Really? Oh, that bad?
Like, the weather here is so nice, it kind of
Yes.
does things to my mind.
So numbs everything.
Numbs everything, especially my memory.
So we are not going to talk about him, I guess.
I have short memory.
Right, so we can't.
No, I guess
There
not.
is another one on the horizon. Can I have a look at your left palm? Maybe I can predict something.
If it's not good, lie.
Hey, my God. You've got a fantastic palm.
I do.
Let's.
But actually, I drew those on before coming here. I knew you were going to do that, yeah.
I notice a little cross. Is that a religious statement, or is this a fashion statement?
Well, it's whatever you want, whichever way you want to look at it.
I look at it both.
It's
It is
just there.
both.
It's just there.
It is just there.
Yeah, it's just there.
But you do believe in the Almighty. I wouldn't say the God, but
I believe in a force which is there, which is larger than life. I don't believe in one particular God as such. I mean, I've grown up, because my mother is Anglo-Indian, I've grown up with Christ around my house. It's not like my parents forced me to kind of either go to a mandir or go to a church or go to whatever. They've allowed me to choose whatever I want. But I believe that there's a force which is larger than life, which definitely controls things that happen to a certain extent. That's what I believe in. I think nature is God. And nature doesn't necessarily have to be something beautiful. It could be something really ugly too.
Yeah, but
It doesn't have to be a waterfall or the mountain or the sky. It could be a leper's wound. It could be anything.
I thank you very much for coming to us.
You're welcome.
It's been fun. I watched your interview you did on Metro. Do you do that regularly?
Yeah, I have my own show on television.
And what it's called Chalte Chalte?
It's called Mere Saath Chal.
Mere Saath Chal. Mere Saath Chal. I apologize for saying the wrong word.
It's okay.
I did manage to see somebody sent the tape to me, and I thought it was Very well done.
Yeah.
I do want you to have another microphone in that studio though, so that both you and your guest have a microphone.
I know.
But that was fun.
Yeah.
And thank you.
You're welcome.